Hello, this is Gio, and some of you may recognize this. This is kind of an old grimy basement, some storage here, and a utility sink. Now, if you're familiar with old basements, a lot of times you do get some water issues, and you can kind of see it's a little moist right by the utility sink here. You kind of move down here, and there's kind of a hole in the floor right here where a drain should be. And looking closer at this, you could see there is no drain here. Instead, there's a little kind of a stopper here that prevents water from flowing in. And there's a good reason for that. Basically, if you look at the sink over there, the sewer line actually runs right about on this side of it. And it's only a couple of inches below the concrete here. And there is a little tiny P-trap from this drain to the sewer line. But when it's full, you could actually see standing water about ½ an inch below this slab surface. And any backup whatsoever of the sewer line causes a backflow from this drain. And that has caused flooding of this basement in the past. Now, one of the most obvious solutions is just to redo all the sewer lines. Well, that could be thousands upon thousands of dollars. So instead, for right now, the temporary solution is to kind of just plug up this drain and prevent these backups. So in lieu of spending thousands of dollars replacing the sewer line, I do intend to install at least a sump pump in this basement, which in case of flooding will pump the water out. But until then, I do want to get warned if this basement starts filling up with water. And there is a simple and inexpensive solution. And here it is. This is just a simple water alarm. Now, these are just like smoke alarms. You put a 9-volt battery in, and when it detects water, it will make a humongous noise that you can't help but notice. So I took it out of the package. Now, this is the Watchdog brand water alarm. And I think I got this at Home Depot for like 11 bucks. It wasn't that expensive. Now, it doesn't come with a 9-volt battery, so you have to purchase those on the side. And the way you install that is you just open up this little compartment, kind of connectors, and you just connect it right in. Just like that. So the way this works is essentially a continuity meter. So if you've ever had a multimeter, and I have one right here at home, and you set it to continuity, and you take your red and black little probes and touch them to each other, it makes a sound. Basically, it's showing a current flowing through, and there's continuity between that. Similar, like if you had some scissors, you connect them like this, and it will have the current go through this metal part of the scissors. Now, this is also a continuity meter, and these on the bottom here are the little electrodes. Instead of the little red and black pins here, you have these little pads here. And it also, I put the battery in, when I connect this with the scissors, it should connect. And it does. So we're going to test this out with water and see if it will work with water as well. Now what I have is I have a nice little glass bowl here, and I'm just going to kind of have this stand up just like that. I'm going to slowly pour some water in there, and hopefully it will alarm a sound. Works really well. Now, the cool thing about this Watchdog brand is that you could actually remove these little pads, this little switch here, that you can just take this out, and you have several feet of wire kind of in the case here. And I won't unwind this for now, but you could actually hook this the alarm up like several feet above, let's say on a wall above the ground, and kind of string this all the way down to the ground, and it'll do the same thing. So let's assume that this is up high, and this pad touches the water, it works just the same. So this drain kind of has a low spot. You can't really tell in the video, but it's a little lower than the surrounding area, so water will kind of run to this spot and normally drain away. But so water will pull around this area, so I want my water meter to be as close to the spot as possible. And so I do have this bookshelf here, the storage shelf, and I can kind of connect it here and then drop the line and the sensors down lower. But I figure I could just simply kind of put it here or here out of the way, and probably about ½ an inch or so water would pool up before it actually reaches that, but that's safe enough. And that should protect my basement and make an alarm if this starts flooding. So of course the obvious thing is, this is an alarm. You actually have to be in the house or near the house to hear it. So if you're away from the house doing some outings, or if you're on a vacation and this goes off, your basement will flood. It's not like a sump pump that will help pump the water out. So this is kind of a partial solution, not a full solution. So I still need to install that sump pump. But at least if I'm home and this drain starts backing up, or the well, not backing up because there's a plug, but if the sink overflows or a pipe bursts, I should be able to hear this alarm from anywhere in my house. So I hope this video helped you out, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.